Hey, what's up everybody? Just gonna do a short pickups video, hopefully short anyway. Don't got too much. Just want to get through some stuff here before the holiday season comes so I can do like a actual end of year pickups video without all this stuff from the fall getting in there, because I doubt I'm gonna get much more in November. So I'll start with actually the mice. I did do a video on some of this stuff already that I'm gonna talk about. But got myself a put this down here. Got myself a Logitech G MX518 mouse, the new version of it. This is a pretty old design though, from the 2000s, but they've just re-released it here. And I prefer trackball mice, but this is a really smooth mouse. It tracks really well, and it's fairly ergonomic. So I was pretty impressed with it from a functionality standpoint, an ergonomic standpoint. But what I hate, can't stand this. It's got that like shiny, glossy kind of thing on it. Can't stand that because my hands, I don't know what it is, but especially the last couple months, my hands sweat really bad when I'm using mice or controllers or whatever. This stuff just gets drenched. And with how slippery that becomes, man, I'm always taking my hand off of the mouse to wipe it on my pants or whatever because it's so wet and slick. So I can't use it for that reason. It just drives me crazy. Otherwise, it is a good mouse. If you don't have that problem, you're good to go. It is like 60 bucks though. I paid like 25 for an open box, which is a good deal. But I might try to sell this to somebody or something at some point because I don't really have a use for it. As I said, that one trackball started working again. This guy, I may have already shown this before, but I don't remember talking about it. And I looked through and I couldn't find a video that mentioned it, but got myself a, it doesn't say, but it's a Logitech marble trackball, fingerball. It's this thing here. I'm not a big fan of this guy. It's just too narrow. It's not wide enough. I like to grip my mice. I like to put my whole hand on the mouse. Like I can kind of even show you how I hold my mouse somewhat. Like my hand is completely, it's kind of hard to show because it's upside down, but my hand is completely on the mouse. This is my favorite one, of course. And with this mouse, it's just not wide enough to really do that comfortably. It's just not comfortable for me, and my finger gets tired. It's not ergonomical for me. A lot of people seem to like this thing, but I can't get used to it. I may try, it's a Kensington Orbit mouse that's a lot wider, and it has the buttons in a little bit different position. So maybe that would be better. And some of those have a scroll ring. This thing, there's no scroll. You can do some software solutions, but they're kind of screwy, so yeah. But I'm used to having mice without scroll wheels from my Mac experience back in the day when I was using mice that didn't have them. And messing around with OS 9, you don't have a scroll wheel anyway. Which is going to be my next video. One of my next videos, if not the next, will be OS 9 stuff. So, yep, those are the mice. Now on to some game stuff. I also, I'll show it last. I got a new keyboard, but I'll show that last because it's going to be a bitch to show it because I'm not going to unplug it for the video. Some games here. So you guys are obviously familiar with my great love for Europa Universalis. I uploaded the whole soundtrack and it finally worked. Got myself the Mac version of Europa Universalis 2. This is just a CD. This is a later release of it. There was an initial release of it that came in a big box like the old school PC games, but this one is not that. It doesn't have a manual either. I don't know if this ever came with a manual because my PC version of the same release has no manual and I got it sealed. So, and yeah, it's identical to my PC release other than that. So, pretty cool. This was kind of expensive, but it is kind of a rare game for Mac. Mac games are kind of rare for the older ones, for PowerPC Macs, but that's an excellent game. And then for the PC side of things, I got Oh, also, I wanted to say, this is mostly a collector thing. You can get the patches for this and stuff if you want them. You can make it run on an Intel Mac, because they delisted this from the App Store a while ago. You can get on Macintosh Garden, which, Macintosh Garden, by the way, anybody that's watching this that's into that stuff, that site is still up. They just, they removed their name or whatever from the Google search results, like they delisted themselves, because the Google algorithm is so bullshit, and it definitely is, which just fuck Google, fuck YouTube, man, everything about it, just blah. But I don't blame them for doing that because of the ad bots and all that different bullshit. But you can still get on that site. You just need to enter the URL directly on your computer. I'll leave a link for it in the description too, and you can just add a bookmark or whatever and always go to it. So yeah, there's the Mac version of that. And then for the PC side of things, I have the original. Just a CD case. I don't know, this might have come in the big box actually, but I don't have the box for it. I probably wouldn't want it anyway because it's so big I wouldn't be able to store it. But good disc, brand new disc. Strategy first release of it. So again, you can get online, you can get patches for this that'll bring it up to spec with the Europa Universalis for I think it's the UK release. Of course, the damn thing's getting stuck on these. Shit. I'm trying to get this thing out and it went over the... That's not good. There... No. It's this fold-out thing and it's stuck on the little tabs that hold it in there. So that's not good. Anyway, I'll mess with that later, but all that is like a key card thing that shows you what hotkeys or shortcuts for the game are, so I'll deal with that later. Alright. Got some Xbox stuff here. I might have already showed this, but again, I couldn't find it on the video. Got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Critical Hour for the Xbox. Great shape. Very good shape. Complete. Does this have a mail-away card or Xbox Live now? You can tell when this is from because it has a Advanced Warfighter on it and it's got the 360 logo down there. So this is not quite like Rainbow Six 3, like the HUD is different and everything, but it's more, the mission style is more similar to Rainbow Six 3. It's not as good as that. It's a fairly short game. I don't know what the online play would be like because it's been down for 12 years, but Rainbow Six 3 is a better game. But if you're into that style of Rainbow Six, pick this up. It's pretty unique. Definitely better than Lockdown or Vegas. Vegas is just trash as far as I'm concerned. Siege, don't even talk about it. Rainbow Six 3 was the best. Rogue Spear might be better, but the graphics are just not good on that game. Which I know, I mean, I'm not huge about graphics, but after playing Rainbow Six 3, it almost is hard to play due to the graphics. Not that Rainbow Six 3 has good graphics anyway by today's standard, but then this game was just made backwards compatible on the Xbox Series consoles and Xbox One. Got myself Fear, First Encounter Assault Recon for the 360. This is a cool game, I have to say. Check this one out if you're into games that are not... This isn't really a horror game, but really trippy on this one. Good gameplay overall. Controls take a bit of getting used to, but once you get used to them, man, the slow motion is epic. If you jump, you can kick people in the head. Good headshot kills and stuff, and the dual-wielding pistols are awesome, but trippy graphics in terms of the stuff that you go through the missions, and just all of it's trippy. The bad guys are trippy on it, too. Some of the enemies are just crazy. Some of them are kind of bullet sponges, though, even on low difficulties, but other than that, really good game. The instant action missions are fun. Online is dead, but so I would recommend checking this one out. I haven't played the other Fear games, but they don't look nearly as good as this one, especially Fear 3. Completely different type of game. Got some PS2 stuff here. More demo discs, like last time. But they're not jam-packed discs, they're holiday discs. This one, these are kind of rare too. They didn't come in cases or anything, so they were like mail away things. So this is what I got. Holiday 2004 disc. It's flipped for me, but it might not be for you. This is fairly similar to the Jam Pack Volume 11 demo disc that I have, but it's not quite the same. The demos on it are different, and the actual like UI design for the menu is different, but the music is the same. It has a couple demos that aren't on there, and it doesn't have every demo. So like, there's no Killzone demo on this. There's no San Andreas trailer. But it has Viewful Joe 2, The Incredibles, Tack 2, The Staff of Dreams, and Spyro, A Hero's Tale. Those games are not, as far as I'm aware, on Jam Pack Volume 11. But this does have the Battlefront demo. Same demo. So that's what I wanted it for. Just I'm collecting variations on that. And then speaking of that, I got the Holiday 2005 demo disc. This one is really rare for the version I got. There's two releases of this demo disc. One that has Battlefront 2 and one that doesn't. And obviously that's why I got it. So, there you go. The Battlefront 2 demo on this, by the way, for anybody who is aware of these demos, it's the exact same content. It's the exact same build number and everything as the demo that was featured on Revenge of the Sith DVD for the Xbox. It's just that it has the worst graphics. Because PS2 graphics are not nearly as good, but cool on those. Kind of rare items, but I paid like $10 for both of them. This game I already had, but I only had the disc, and I had a not for resale disc. This is the original version of this game. Got myself ATV Offroad Fury 2, complete in box, nice shape. Love the artwork on that. Still even got a little bit of the security tab on it. Good manual, good disc, big manual too. It's got a thick manual. PlayStation Underground mail away card, poster thing. There's the back and the side. Great game. 3, I don't know which one's better, 2 or 3, but they're both excellent games. So glad to have that. Now I have all 3 of them. I only have the greatest hits version of 1. I'm not a huge fan of the greatest hits stuff, but I do have it. Got some sports games here, but these are the good sports games back when they were not actually worth a damn. Because like Madden 22 is just garbage, but I could do a whole video on EA Sports and that kind of stuff. But got NHL 2K3 for the PS2, Sega Sports, good shape, complete again. Good manual. And it also comes with a Sega product registration, which is pretty cool looking here. This is shortly after the Dreamcast was discontinued. So, pretty cool on that. And it's got an ad for NBA 2K3 on the back. Does this have the season? Nah, it doesn't. Which makes sense. This was actually made by Treyarch, not Visual Concepts. And not, well, Kush Games made 2K4 and they didn't fix the goalie problem. This plays pretty good, but on the highest difficulty you can't beat the goalies worth shit. And they were supposed to fix that in 2K4 and they didn't. 2K4 is pretty good though. I did an unboxing video of that. It's on my channel back from the good old times. Which is funny to say that, but here, got another one. This was actually originally a Dreamcast game. NFL 2K2, PS2, good shape. Other than that's missing there, and a good manual. Does this have the season? And then there's NBA 2K2, which is one of the only video games that was released on all 4 of the 6th gen systems. So PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Dreamcast. This is Visual Concepts. It doesn't have the. This is actually a really good game. I have NFL 2K3 for the GameCube and the Xbox. It's not nearly as good as this one. 2K4 is the best football game ever made. No doubt about it. You guys probably know that from my channel history. I love that game. This is pretty good though. This is probably my second favorite. 2K5. Graphics are wonderful. Other than that, the gameplay is not as good. So, there's a couple of PS2 games. Nothing too rare, but nice to have. I like collecting sports games, honestly, especially because the old 2K games from before 2K6 were excellent. Completely excellent. Their college football game kind of sucked, but I don't care too much for college football. Speaking of Battlefront stuff here, I got... This is pretty cool. Got the Star Wars Battlefront Prima guide. I have a couple of these Prima guides. I have down there Halo 2 and Half-Life 2, and then I have the original Half-Life. It's got an ad for Republic Commando in the back. Like, I already know most of the info in this book because I played the game so much. But I just wanted it as a collector's item. And I really like the... Yep, that's the one. I like these charts with the maps. And the legends right there. I think that's pretty cool. I'm probably going to pick up Battlefront 2 version of this as well. And you can tell that the screenshots for this were taken on a PS2 because the graphics are so bad. There's like that haze over the map. So, cool, man. Love Battlefront. This is the best video game ever made, in my personal opinion. So, that's all for the game pickups. Again, I got that keyboard. Here's a getting started guide because I got it brand new. I trashed the box though because the box was just completely destroyed, but it survived. The keyboard survived. So, let me see here. Try to show this thing. It's fairly similar to my Microsoft Internet keyboard, but it doesn't come out as much here. And like you can see, that control key design is different. And it's only 2 rows of keys here. They condensed them. Doesn't have the function lock key, thank God, but nice keyboard. I really like the sound of this one and the feel of it. Pretty similar keys to my Internet keyboard again. That's mostly what this was a replacement for. I know my setup's a fucking bitch, but this is what I do with a small space. Nice keyboard though. I like the older style keys. It's not mechanical, but they feel nice to me. It just that I have that Internet keyboard still. It's in here, but it's a collector's item for me because that thing is in pristine condition. That was one of my best finds in the wild for that kind of stuff. So I keep it in storage, wrapped up, because I want to keep it white because somehow it survived white. And this one is white as well because it's brand new, but this is actually for my personal use. So, yep, hopefully I don't spill soda on it or anything like that, like I did with the damn one keyboard. Although these are a lot easier to clean because the keys just pop right off. You don't have to worry about breaking the latches or whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much all my pickups. I've been buying a lot of games digitally on the Xbox the last couple months, because I got the all-digital console. And the backwards compatibility library is impressive on that thing for the Xbox One and the Series consoles. But the problem is I don't have a disk drive, so I'm going to try to fix this thing while I talk. This Europa Universalis thing, but some of the games are just damn expensive. That's the problem, even though they're old titles. Okay, I totally fucked this up, man. I might just have to leave it the way it is, honestly, because I really screwed this up. I don't want to rip the page, so. Yeah, I screwed that up, but whatever. I've been getting a lot of those games digitally, because that 360 games play perfect, original Xbox games play perfect, super crisp, frame rate's a lot better, looks great on a flat screen, so it is really nice to play that way. Unfortunately, my Hyperkin Duke controller broke. I've been trying to get a replacement through warranty, but Hyperkin stopped responding to me, which is great. Even though I filled out the whole RMA form and everything, they just won't respond to me anymore. It's like, okay, I didn't do anything wrong, but they won't respond, so whatever. So we'll see what I get for Christmas season. My next pickups video will probably be in January, as is the tradition. I will be doing a video showcasing this Power Mac that I got. I've been getting a lot of software loaded on that thing, but I'm going to keep putting more stuff on it. I'm going to maybe try to pick up a PlayStation 1 game or two to use with that Connectix virtual game station, because that does have a working disk drive on it. And being that it's a G4 and not a G3, it might run those games perfect. So I don't have a game controller though for old Mac systems, so I might have to look into buying a controller. I don't know if you can play it with the keyboard or not. I have no clue. But I'll be doing a bit on that soon enough. So, hope you all enjoyed it. I'm pretty long-winded. So, that's all. I'll catch you guys later.